Here's someone I haven't talked about in a really long time, but today I saw a clip of one of their streams recently, and I fell down the rabbit hole again, just kind of checking up on them to see what's been going on. Only Use Me Blade. Only Use Me Blade might have just triggered like a Winter Soldier moment in some of you watching this because he was one of like the first big Call of Duty YouTubers. He was huge back in the day in an era where YouTubers weren't really like a thing that existed. He was very popular and beloved by the community. But he unfortunately had a struggle with alcoholism, and over the years, that demon only grew. It got worse. He became a full-time degenerate streamer doing awful shit. And he grew a community that was there to eat some popcorn and point and laugh at the clown putting on a show of pathetic, terrible shenanigans. I made a video on him many years ago now, covering his sad journey and the awful shit that he had been doing during that time. But I hadn't checked in on him in a while until today. And somehow, against all known sciences, against God, he found a rock bottom below rock bottom. It seems like he is even worse now than he was then. He went below the bedrock straight to the fucking nether, and it is actually so, like, sad. And I really think this can serve as like a big PSA to anyone out there about what alcoholism actually looks like. I've been seeing like a lot of those headlines about how, you know, the new generation isn't drinking as much. That's a really good thing. That is a very positive thing. I swear, watching clips from his stream is like an episode of Scared Straight. Now, Only Use Me Blade is not a good guy. Alcoholism aside, he has done horrible things, like I mentioned, and a lot of it is in combination with his drinking, but even still, it's not like that's an excuse for some of the shit that he's done. This includes some really unforgivable ones, like a possible sexual assault. Now, as I said, he is fully back into excessive drinking, and he recently confirmed speculation that he lost his toes, that his toes needed to be amputated.
Show us the toes. Show us the stump. Show.
Okay, well, the fucking poetic part about it is, during my year off from drinking, I got an infection in my foot, and the years of abuse on my body, I lost my toes, dude. So, I tried to hide it, but still got my foot, and not proud of it, dude.
Chat asked for a little show and tell, so he brought up what's left of his foot, and now they call him Only Lose Me Toes. I also saw some pictures from some of his older streams that showed the state that his toes were in prior to the amputation, and they look like fucking charred sausages. It actually looks like frostbite, and it's from his excessive drinking. It's called alcoholic neuropathy. What happens is, through this much consumption of alcohol, it damages the nerves in the foot. And what happened here is, he probably lost sensation down there and didn't realize that something was awry. Because circulation stops, functioning optimally. And so when he got that infection, he probably had it for a while and didn't even know it. And then by the time he did recognize something wasn't right, it was too late to save the toes, thus they had to amputate them. That's how it typically goes, as I understand it, when it comes to alcoholic neuropathy. And this is actually something a lot of people saw coming. You didn't need to be Nostradamus nor Baba Vanga to predict that he was going to have something like this at some point, because it was pretty well documented that his legs were rotting. He had fucking holes in his legs. They looked like the honeycombs you collect in Banjo-Kazooie. He had sores all around his legs. It even had like some necrosis in some places that looked to be starting. They were in rough shape. So I don't think anyone was really surprised to hear that his toes had to be amputated. But he did mention that this happened during the break that he took with the year of sobriety. So it turns out he actually took a pretty extended break from streaming to be a full-time caretaker for his mother. So he is currently at her retirement home as her caretaker, but he's also very much back into excessive drinking. Like, constantly.
Doctor,
Well, give me some dab. All right.
you're a black person.
Look at me.
You assault us. There he goes. Seahawks.
You didn't
assault
Don't come to weed down. I don't know if you've been drinking because I'm a black
No, I've been drinking a lot, dude.
Well, you say I assault you. Don't come to me with that bullshit.
There are quite a lot of moments from these streams where he's just this wandering vagrant around the retirement home, just harassing the people around him on stream. Like, there's another one where he's talking to an older lady about how much she squirts, what's her squirt ratio.
What's your squirt ratio?
What?
Your squirt
You
ratio.
did not say that, did we?
I did.
Oh.
Because I love you.
I love you too.
And you got a dog, and you need to squirt, ma'am. You need to squirt, ma'am, figured out.
Yeah, I probably do.
Hey, what's up, free squirt? Get it? Yeah.
Because he's trying to put on a performance for the chat. So he's, honking his nose, Bozo the Clown here, and he's sloshed, absolutely hammered, blackout drunk. So it's just an entire life of lowlights. It's really fucking sad to see, especially considering that he's supposed to be a full-time caretaker for his mom. But his mom is the one that seems to be having to take care of him, her early 40s son, who is now just unable to stop getting blackout drunk and is passing out drunk on stream and having the cops called as a wellness check to make sure he's still fucking alive. Yo! Hey! Brian! Hey, you good, man? I have seen multiple clips of Only Use Me Blade in that exact position, the Peter Griffin falling down the stairs pose there. Even after losing his toes, he is still drinking to a catastrophic degree. It's a miracle he is still alive. Like, it is unbelievable with how much he has abused his body over the years. And in between drinks, he has like some self-awareness moments about how much he has destroyed his body and how awful the alcoholism is. But he can't stop himself. He can't help it. That's how strong the addiction is. I don't think I've seen a clip with sheets on his bed, and I imagine it's because he keeps passing out drunk and pissing in the sheets. Like, no matter how bad things have gotten for him, he just can't seem to kick the habit. And that's not exclusive to just Only Use Me Blade. This is a very real, very evil and insidious addiction that tons and tons of people struggle with. Only Use Me Blade just happens to broadcast all of it for entertainment and has tied his drinking to his income to a certain extent. So, like, there actually have been times in the past where he has attempted to get clean and sober, and he's gone weeks, sometimes even months without drinking, but each time he has relapsed. And I do think some part of it is because there are people that watch his streams that are solely there to giggle at his misfortunes, so they kind of encourage it. Not everyone. There are a lot of people that actually try and root for him to, come out the other side and actually beat this. But there are some that are solely there because they want to watch him completely fucking torpedo his life and continue to be in this state. So, like, I can find clips of him, after a couple weeks, and then eventually he just says, you know what, I'm going to have a couple drinks, and he does it on stream. And there are people that donate trying to encourage him to stop. There are people that reach out telling him, like, please don't do this. And then there's also people in his chat that are like, yeah, fuck yeah, finally, we're back. We're so back.
It's over tonight.
I'm gonna have some drinks, dude. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna have some drinks.
You're doing so good, man. You are doing so good.
I'm not making it a habit, dude. I'm just gonna have some drinks and
I
relax
know
and
that
chat
you
tonight.
say that, but then, next week you're going to be like, oh, it's not making a habit, and you're going to be right back to dropping N-bombs and getting in trouble again.
I do appreciate you, dude. Thank you. This definitely isn't gonna be a habit. This is just you know, I'm gonna have some drinks tonight.
Spoiler alert, it did become a habit again.
There it is, boys.
J Rock has just donated $5. Love you, buddy.
After this, let's go out and let's smoke some weed or something. But Terry, this is like a very special occasion.
Beryl and who donated $3. Dude, please don't do this. Don't throw away all that work. Think of how good it felt to have control in your life, to have your life back.
We are good. Thank you. Terry, I love you, dude. I'm definitely not doing a quad, bro. I'll have a couple shots for you, but let's do this and go smoke a cig and figure it out, all right?
Like I said, there are a lot of people really trying to get him not to, and this has happened a couple times from what I can tell. But again, there are still some people in there that encourage it, and I think to a certain degree, Only Use Me Blade believes that a large part of his content is drinking, so it makes it even harder for him to like fully stop. And he did take an extended break, where apparently he did stop for a year. But he did come back, and he is now drinking just as much as he ever did. He even recently got arrested for urinating in front of officers that were called to kick him out of an area where he was just publicly intoxicated and being a nuisance, just a pest that was bothering everyone out in public.
Okay, I'm going. Calm down. Your burger's ain't good, bitch. The fuck is she talking about?
Alright, he's under arrest. Oh no! Alright. What'd you do? He's pissed. Right in front of me. Alright.
He can hardly even stand up, and he's bouncing around from person to person there like a fucking pinball. And just like stumbling around, spitting out mumbo jumbo, not even able to form a full sentence. He was talking to the cops for a little while there too, then he came, got the camera, and then pissed on some stranger's car in front of the officers, just pulls his cock out, pisses on the car, and gets arrested right there for it. So he's not isolated to just the retirement home and harassing everyone around there. He's spreading his wings and taking it all over the place while being able to hardly stand or speak. And of course, he still loves to be weird and creepy to women every chance he gets.
P.L. What's your name? M?
There's more people out here than there are inside.
Is it okay if I ask for your name? Sorry.
I'll be discreet.
What's up?
I'll be the little discreet.
Figure it out. Cool. Person. Heyo. I love you, person. You're awesome.
What's your name?
You cuddle really hard. I'm sorry.
With my, like, cuddle with my dog.
You cuddle your dog? Figure it out. Hey, my name's Brian. I love you. You girls okay?
Yeah, I need to take a photo of this. This is funny.
That's a certified, now that's what I call Riz moment right there. Holy. Regular old Casanova. So again, he is blackout drunk here. He's trying to get this stranger's name. She doesn't really want to give it to him. So she gives like an alias, and then he just keeps saying like, "Hey-oh, figure it out," and then says his name, and then says that she cuddles really hard. I guess that's flirting, I suppose. And then her and her friend are like very weirded out by it, so they both start recording. Well, we can see she starts recording, but the other person she's with also said that she was taking a picture or something for the memories. I imagine they're doing that just in case things get fucking hairy. It's for their own safety, so they can videotape the fucking wacko that's approached them here. It's just a disaster, man. It's fucking absurd. So yeah, I hadn't seen anything from Only Use Me Blade in a while, And he just got put back on my radar today, and I couldn't help but just jump down the rabbit hole to see like what's been going on over the years with him. Still not good. And I genuinely think he showcases what alcoholism really looks like and just how hard an addiction is to beat. It is something very, very serious, and it's fucking awful. Man, it really is. So anyway, just wanted to yap about it. That's it. See ya.